Hey guys, this video is about providing instructional feedback. I'm just going to talk a little bit about different types of feedback that you can provide your students. This information is on pages 105 through 107 of your textbook. The first thing to understand is there are multiple types of feedback. There's positive feedback and there's negative feedback. And when we talk about positive feedback, really what we're looking for is for you to catch your students doing something well, and then you reinforce them doing that well. Negative feedback is when you find the students doing something poorly, and then you try to correct them. So those are the two types. The positive feedback is much more important and much more useful than the negative feedback. Sometimes as teachers and coaches, we think it's our job to look around and find somebody making a mistake and correct their mistake. And it's really the opposite. Our job is to look around and find somebody doing something well and then reinforcing them doing it well, and they'll do it well more frequently. So that's the better route. They say that it's pretty well known that you need a 4-to-1 ratio of positive to negative or corrective feedback. So we're looking to do at least 4 positive feedback things with a student before we would do a negative or a corrective feedback. We're not looking to always correct their technique or the way they do things, but we're looking to find them doing it right and then reinforce that. Another thing is using meaningful feedback statements. We kind of get stuck in that thing of saying, hey, good job, way to hustle, much better, right on, that's a great move, attaboy, that kind of stuff. And we need meaningful feedback that's going to be specific. So some examples of meaningful feedback would be to say, good throw. When you look at your target, you are much more accurate. Or excellent catch. You bent your elbows while catching, which created a soft home for the ball. So not only you're saying good job or excellent, but you're also explaining why what they did was good. And that's what reinforces it. If you tell them they did a good job and they bent their elbows while they were catching, they're more likely to bend their elbows the next time they catch. That's how this process of good feedback works. Another way to say it would be, I like the way you kept your eyes on the ball. Or, wow, everybody was dribbling the ball with their heads up. Or, I'm impressed with the way that you kept your arms straight. So you're gonna give some meaning to it. You're gonna have some real details to your feedback, and that's what's gonna make your feedback really effective, for sure. The next one is to distribute feedback evenly. You need to make sure that everybody in your class is getting feedback. You can have some type of a checklist. You need to make sure you move around the room and show up in the room in places they may not expect. They need to see that you are paying attention to what they're doing. But you won't stay with a student for a real long time. If you are working with one student, you'll observe what they're doing, you'll offer some feedback, and then you'll move on to the next student, and you'll come back later and check to see if they've improved what they're doing. But if you stay with a student too long, sometimes that student will get nervous about what they're doing. They'll get frustrated with the mistakes that they're making, and they get embarrassed in front of their classmates. So you want to observe what they're doing, offer some feedback, and then move on to the next student and come back later and check their progress. And we also want effective feedback. It has 3 characteristics. It's positive, it's focused, and it's immediate. So positive, you're looking to catch them doing it right. And if you're doing it individually, you want to give that feedback privately, individually. You want to go directly to the student and give them that positive feedback. It's more effective if you do it one-on-one, where you're looking them in the eye and you say, hey, you did a good job here, Johnny. When you stepped with your left foot before you threw that ball, that really put you in a good position to throw it with more power. So you want to do it privately if you possibly can, which you will be able to do that. So it's positive feedback. It's focused. If your focus of your class is on catching, don't let yourself spend too much time on throwing, right? Stay focused on the task that you have for the students and the cues that you're giving them. And the last thing is to offer that feedback as soon as possible after they do a good performance. As soon as they do it well, see them doing it well, and then offer that feedback immediately. The last type of feedback that's really effective is nonverbal feedback. right? These are easy to do. They're helpful to do. They need to be done frequently. You can give a thumbs up. You can do high five. You can shake their hands. You can pat them on the back. You can smile at them. Nonverbal feedback is really, really important. They need to see that you're pleased with what they're doing. They need to see that you care about what they're doing and you care about their performance. So those are some different ways to give feedback. All those are going to be really, really important in the making your class an effective class, so the students are able to learn new skills and improve at those skills and stay motivated and enjoy improving in their physical activities.